Hey, Bambi. First, indeed. You made it first. How's it going? Yeah. Meh. Hey, Brooke. Hey, Killface. Nope. Slept in. That's what I did today. Hey, Buttercup. I overslept, and that is all I did today. Doing things is overrated. Exactly. Smoke some. Shouldn't. Nothing should look different. Lighting's the same. I didn't change anything, so. Maybe it's just your eyes. Your eyes playing tricks on you. You'd just be crazy. No could about it as far as I'm concerned. That's closer. Hi, Uncle Buck. I don't know. I mean, I suppose it could be something with just the angle. Collecting action figures and superheroes. No, I've never been to action. I mean, you know, I played with GI Joes back when I was a kid. I did play with GI Joes back, back when I was a kid. But other than that, no, I was never into action figures of superheroes or anything like that. Just GI Joe. Real American hero. GI Jane. Hey, Jenna, it's Jordan's birthday. Yeah. Cynthia Breyer, thank you for $2, Cynthia. It's been a long time. Do you remember me? Sort of, yes. And yes, it has been a long time. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think Jordan mentioned to me that it was her birthday. Um, so I'm not sure if she'd want me naming it in her honor. Hey, Joanna. Pixie having a I mean, I did show Polaroids that I've got. Hey, Holly. Like I showed pictures at her place. Like I showed a bunch of pictures that she had at her place. Like when I was at my mom's place, I said like I said I'd show photos there, all the old photos she had, and I did show those old photos. And not long ago, I did do a live where I showed some old Polaroids that I happen to have here. Looking through old photos a good time. Yeah, it's not something that you know, that I have particularly strong feelings about. But it made for good content. And that's what matters. So just get sad when I look through old photos. No, I never go into Chantel's chat. So no, I was not kicked from her chat. Cynthia was kicked from the chat, apparently. He's in Doha now. Where's that? I don't know where Doha is. I don't really know much about that general area of the world. Cotter. Right here at the casino getting turned up for my 19th anniversary. Hey, happy anniversary, Paw Patrol. Well, glad she's getting out of Syria then. Because, hey, Sar. She's staying in Syria. Guess we'll see her mind changes every day. Yeah, that's always been a thing for her. She's always been like that, where like her mind changes very, very quickly. You know, she gets an idea in her head and she's all behind that idea, and then she changes her mind. Paw Patrol, thank you for 5 gift memberships, Paw Patrol. And congratulations to Alien Holly, Cynthia Breyer, Tater, Moonlight, and Debbie. Cynthia shows up here for the first time in forever and immediately gets a gift membership. Meanwhile, and yeah, Alien Holly's Alien Holly popped around. Been a while since Alien Holly's been around as well. Moonlight, haven't seen Moonlight in a while. Come to think of it, I kind of forgotten Moonlight. So yeah, 3 people who have at least at times been regulars. Go get a snack. I'm good, but thank you. Blood sugar's laden. Well, you should probably get some yourself because juice and snacks and stuff can't actually be transferred via computer. Stuffing your face with chocolate. We do. Yep, I'm just trying to help everyone out, Buttercup. Hi, Lee. Looking forward to the alien invasion. Are you referring to the new Alien movie or? Cigar shaped craft traveling towards Earth. Huh, I hadn't heard about that. It's a new alien movie. Yep, where the aliens come to Earth. Isn't it called Alien Earth? Oh, right, series, not movie. Right. Yeah, whatever. Look at Dakotas and Kane. Yeah, because then we can drive them off with a wooden board with nails in it. That alien film with Mel Gibson. Damned if I remember. Signs. Ah, right, Signs. The M. Night Shyamalan movie. As I recall, it was kind of the movie that made people start wondering if, like, start questioning how good M. Night Shyamalan actually is. Yeah, I feel like Signs, like, let's see, yeah. Honestly, not sure if I'll end up watching it. Love Night, love M. Night Shyamalan Ding. Because like I don't really feel like getting a Netflix subscription, especially not just for what's it, you know? Fire in the Sky was great. Yeah, like I don't really feel like getting a Netflix subscription just for Wednesday. Though I suppose I could also do a rewatch of rewatches of Cowboy Bebop and should have told us all about Wednesday. Yep. I do still maintain my major criticism of Wednesdays, the first season, and I don't imagine the second season will be any different. It's not an Addams Family show. It is a teen supernatural thriller with Wednesday Addams dropped in. You know, like a key point of the Addams Family is that the Addams are the weird thing, the weird things. You know, they are the strangeness. So sending her to a school full of werewolves and sirens and other monsters. Yeah, she's still the weirdest one there, but I'm so glad I found this community. But it still feels like it kind of misses the point of the Addams Family. And yes, we're also glad you found this community, Paul. Hi, Cassandra. So yeah, I do kind of. I almost kind of feel like Wednesday would be a better series without, like, if it was just a normal boarding school. You know, if it wasn't a boarding school for monsters, it was just like, of course I miss her. If it's just like a boarding school for like, you know, last chance, people, kids in their last chances. or even if it was just a boarding school for rich kids or something. Like if it was just, if it's just like humans, if it's just like a human boarding school. Yeah, you can still have the killer be a monster. You can still do that with the killer, but yeah, most of the kids you like the monsters. Sure, but like I said, I just feel like it goes against the point of the Adams Family. Paw Patrol, thank you for 5 more gift memberships, Paw Patrol, and congratulations to what? Cherry Snow, Polly Rocket, Cork Chowder, and Tenacious H. One more round, why not? I very much appreciated Paw Patrol. It's very kind of you. So yeah, like I said, it's one of those things where it's just if you're gonna make it an Addams Family show, I just feel like it should be true to the spirit of the Addams Family. And Wednesday just did not feel true to the spirit of the Addams Family. Not that I am an expert on that franchise. I get lifted a lot of I get gifted a lot of memberships by Figure Day 4. Like I watched the two '90s movies, and that was about it. And I have read a bit about them. Uh, would be fun to read the original strips. I feel like I'd probably enjoy that. Oh, good night, Paul. I should see if there's like a collected Adams Family to add to my Barnes and Noble wish list. Although, speaking of things, hey, Michaela. Speaking of things that I will need to add to my wish list, the comic book Die, which I have, which I did a review of on here. It's getting a new volume. Gillen and Hans are getting back together to do a new series of Die, which is very cool. So yeah, that's something that I'll need to. Hopefully, I will get a job. Hopefully, I will get a fucking job soon so that I will be able to buy that goddamn comic. Applied for a few jobs last night. Hey, Inaritza. Yeah, we'll see. Carry heavy ass bucks home from the post office because the wish list wouldn't work for me. I mean, well, man, they would have gone to the post office anyway, probably. Yeah, I think. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how the Barnes and Noble wish list works. But mostly it's a reminder for myself for stuff. Like at this point, that's mostly what I'm using it for, is just these are books that I want to get eventually. Hey, Kelly. What's the comic book? Oh, don't worry about it. I don't know that there actually is just like collected Adams family. Hey, what? Hi, Kelly. I was saying that Die. It hasn't started yet. It's just announced. Not sure that there's even a release date for it, and I'm honestly not sure. And then obviously, it's going to be like single issues, and then it'll get collected into trades. So there's nothing actually for me to like wish list just now. Die, die, die. As in like rolling a die. Hey, Hassan. So it makes it work. Dubious. Yeah, I don't know that. Hmm. It looks like there isn't really. looks like there isn't really a collected just a book that just collects all the Addams Family strips, all the strips that Charles Addams did. That's kind of surprising. I have to look up Devious. Into a liar. Yeah. Yeah, saying it's very doubtful that Hassan saw me at St. Lawrence. I haven't been down in that part of town in years. Hey, Tater. Hey, Patty. Tater Patty sound good. All those gift memberships bringing the people out. Good to see. Good to see. Here's a free snacks. Yeah, I am genuinely surprised that there's no book that just collects all of Charles Addams' Family strips. There's nothing that I could find. You'd think there would be. I mean, they're iconic. And yeah, obviously they're more famous now for TV shows, cartoons, movies, for the adaptations. They're more famous now for the adaptations than for the original strips, but those original strips were what started everything, so you'd think that there would still be demand for collections of those. Pillars of the Earth? I have not. I'm almost finished reading the Sailor Moon manga. Got one more volume of the Sailor Moon manga and then 2 volumes of the Sailor V. here's what they did for the final volume. Here's the cover for the final volume. Very pretty. It's got all 10 of them on there. What's for dinner? Rice. Hold the cover. Yep. One thing about the one thing I've discovered reading through this through the manga. Never heard of that book. Sailor Moon, Magical Girl. It's sort of like the. It's very far from being the first Magical Girl series, but it was one that hit it especially big, an especially popular one. Yeah, reading through the manga, Venus and Mars are so fucking gay. Shave your head for $10,000? Nope. Like it's just it. Honestly, it's amazing just how gay those two are. Also, hello, Sam. Like, there's a bit where two of them are standing together, and Mars is expressing concern about what, Paul on Netflix. I feel like I've heard of that movie. I don't really remember. Was that the Alien movie? Was that the movie like comedy with an alien in it? Hey, Vanna. Like British comedy. Yeah, I never did watch that one. It's like Simon Pegg and Fed My Cat's Deli Chicken. Yeah, there's a bit where Mars is expressing concern about the current threat, and yeah, Venus grabs her hand, like puts her finger up, near her mouth, and is like showing her we're gonna win, and then we're gonna have normal lives, and then we're and it's this. They're posed very intimately. Reassures her, and then Venus is like, and then we're gonna find boyfriends, and at that point Mars just gets angry. And then someone else comes along and says, "That's a lie. You're not going to get boyfriends. You've already got a woman that you're dedicated to." And they obviously mean Sailor Moon. but then they're both like, "Yeah, you're right." And it's just like the whole thing is just like they are so fucking gay for each other. And like Takuchi drew a lot of art of the two of them, like group shots where the two of them are just like standing next to each other. Usually, like Venus usually like leaning on Mars, like head chin on her shoulder or whatever. It's just like wow, the anime really did not sell how gay these two are for each other. Green Mile? No, I've never read anything by Stephen King. I've never read any of his books. I doubt I'll ever bother reading any of his books. Nothing against him. Um, but I'm a hipster. I prefer to read shit that isn't uber popular. Aside from Sailor Moon. Brilliant launcher suspense. I will admit, horror and suspense are not genres that really appeal to me either. That's another reason I don't read Stephen King, is just he writes in genres that are not my thing. So, 26. I was just curious about the temperature. Your favorite? I do mostly read fantasy. Is probably the genre I read most. That I am most inclined towards. Also, comic books, just in general. Just 1,000,000 degrees. Yeah. Like comics are not a genre; they're a medium. But just in general, I enjoy comic books. I enjoy comics of a wide variety of genres. I just really enjoy that medium. Shit, I've even read some horror comics. Emily Carroll is fucking genius. If for anyone who does enjoy horror, Emily Carroll is an absolute genius. One of the best. One of the best horror cartoonists out there. With the smell of comics. What's your favorite food? I don't know. I don't know. Plenty of food I enjoy, and a lot that I don't. Favorite dessert. Carrot cake is probably my favorite dessert. I do love me some carrot cake. Make excellent carrot cake. That's nice. We also love carrot cake. It's good shit. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know that I'd have. I don't know that I really have favorite foods. Chicken tenders or fingers. I mean, I do enjoy them, but no, they wouldn't be my favorite. Not by a long shot. Steak and baked potato. Yeah, probably just steak and potatoes. I do like steak, specifically like a good T-bone or something like that. Strip loins are as kind of boring. I'm just kind of bored of them. The only steak you can get at restaurants in Cornwall is strip loin. Can I come back? Am I back? Am I back? That was on my end. Sorry. That was on my end. My tab actually crashed. This one. Oh shit! Nice, Paw Patrol. Nice. Congratulations. Pays off like a gift. Yep. Pays off the gift memberships. I have no will and I must vacuum. Been there. Cleaning sucks. Roombas. I think my brother has a Roomba. Your dog's afraid of the Roombas. The Roomba. That's cute. That's amusing. Yeah, I think I do have. I think my brother has a Roomba and like said it has troubles with it. I see videos of cats riding them. Yeah. Yeah, they do that. Enjoy your cleaning, Patty. To the extent that that's possible to do. Get a housekeeper. It's getting harder to do. I'm going to be 63. Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. That's gonna get tough at that age. Yeah, everything gets tough at that age. Hey, Rebecca. And yes, Buttercup is also here. Chocolate mud cake. So anyway, how's everyone doing? Just scrolling on my phone, not. Well, it's not like there's anything going on in chat right now. Fine, I'll talk about Sailor Moon. So, uh, I am still making my way through the final season of Sailor Moon. The villain, like the minion they had been dealing with, has been destroyed. So now they're dealing with a pair of new minions. One is convinced the two are rivals. The other very clearly recognizes that they are friends. And it's a very funny dynamic. It's an amusing dynamic, and I like it, and I enjoy it. And I look forward to more of it. Yep, anywho. And what else? What else to talk about? What is there to talk about? I don't know what there is to talk about. Anyone have any suggestions for something to talk about? Rebecca's still here. I'm watching something. Obviously, by completely legal means. You know how to properly shuffle a card deck and bridge it? Shuffle, yes. Bridge, I'm not very good at. I can't, or yeah, the bridge I can't do. Yeah, I can shuffle and I can do the. She watches the train, so she only pops in to get tea and leaves. So hot you can shuffle. I mean, not great. I don't know that I'm great at shuffling. Spread them all around the floor and slowly reassemble a deck. Yeah, whatever works. Whatever works for you. Though it's probably not a very. It probably takes a while doing it that way. Picking someone else to be dealer works best for me. Yeah, I'd imagine so. I'd imagine that would work better. I don't dream about playing cards with you and Foodie. Don't particularly like playing birds or playing cards. I don't particularly like playing cards, to be honest. Played a lot of cards growing up. After I learned how to shuffle. Yeah, I don't know that I really learned how to play that. Like, I don't know that I really played cards that often. I did, like, solitaire. I did play solitaire. I don't really remember playing cards that often. Many versions of cards. True. You know, now and then, obviously. Did play sometimes. Can I play Go Fish? Not easily. I'm gonna get more water back in a moment. Go Fish matchup. Not Rummy, Create, King Uno. Yeah, I mean, I played Go Fish once in a while, you know. And War. Did play War. Occasional poker, but very not often. Spades, never played that. Never put Canastus. I never played Canastus. most of the, let's be honest, old people card games I never learned how to play. And then nowadays, of course, for solitaires, go on the computer. I don't even have a deck of cards anymore. Which, I don't know, a deck of cards feels like one of those things that you should have. Zach, thank you for 3 months, Zach. Scram. Remember accidentally buying bride cards? And thought, what is this shit? What are bride cards? Oh, bridge. I didn't realize bridge cards were different from regular cards. And with a higher suit in the deck. MG! YouTube won't let me spend super chats. Weird. That's weird, but thank you, AMG. Always good to see you here. Always glad when you're able to stop by. Can't say come back. And yeah, you can't always use. I do have a Ko-fi account, which, as mentioned, YouTube does not get a cut of. And which I'm not able to link to. There we go. So yeah, you can't just go there. That way YouTube doesn't make any money off it. Anymore? Yeah. So yeah, you can just use that and YouTube doesn't make any money off it. Because fuck YouTube. Fuck Google. Trying to get some $100 and it says already owns this item. That's kind of funny. Yeah, bye-bye. Send it to me instead. I already own $100. Do I, though? MGS party, and if you say you don't party, I say stop. Because MG party is the best kind of party. If you disagree, you get chopped. Actually, yes, I do own $100. Because Uncle Buck sent me $100 yesterday. Via coffee. Spent it all on a 3-star hotel in Qatar. I haven't bought a new phone in 10 years. 30 years old. I don't know how to use this new phone. New phones can be a pain in the ass, yeah. I don't want excuses. We want to see dollar signs. Ignore her bye-bye. MG! If any of this money goes to Chantel, I will be most cross. It is only free. Oh, none of it will go to her. Thank you very much. Hearts in the chat for MG. As always. Probably know how this one works. Date everything continues to be great. We continue to have a fun time with date everything. Who's your favorite love and date everything? There's a lot of good ones. Florence is super cute. I very much like Jeremy, but that's partly because she's voiced by Jeremy Lee, who I really like as a voice actress. Betty, yeah, Betty, love me, Betty, love Betty. Michael loves to know if you've eaten today. I haven't yet. I had a muffin. I had a muffin for breakfast. Breakfast. So yeah, I have eaten a muffin. Benoit's great. I will. I will. I'm gonna have rice in a bit. Usually, I have a muffin when I wake up, which is 6, 7 o'clock in the evening, and then around 11, I start making my rice. So eat usually close to midnight. Zoe's great. Um, Dasha. I like Dasha. I just can't go to sleep. Usually like 9 in the morning, sometimes 10. Penelope. Yeah, Penelope I like. Definitely looking forward to making more progress with Penelope. Bobby is really good. They are an absolute dork. Give them money to eat and pay bills. Who are these people and date everything? So Betty is my bed. Dasha is my desk. Zoe is the ghost in my attic. Penelope is office supplies. Bobby is a bobby pin. Alarm clocks are terrible for the human being. Nightmare's got it going on. Can't forget Nightmare. Nightmare's got it going on. I would 100% date the ghost in my house. She is very cute. She died back in the 80s, so she's still pretty 80s. Lucinda, yeah. Were Neanderthals who woke up when their body was rested. Nothing out when an iPhone was flashing in their face. Hey, Diffie. Switch 2. I will not be getting the Switch 2. Cute. Zoe is cute. Very 80s. I am not an 80s boy. It's just that Zoe's pretty cute. Hey, Truth Fairy. Why am I not getting a Switch 2? Because I barely played it all with the original Switch. Like, honestly, I barely played the original Switch at all. I never even finished Breath of the Wild. You like all the big chubbies? Yeah, Killface loves Koa the couch. Play a million people in Mario Kart. I mean, yes, I was born in 1985, but I'm really a 90s kid. Person who loves X-Men, which admittedly was really good in the 80s, but I grew up on 90s X-Men. I was all about Jubilee as a kid. And while yes, she was created in the '80s and like late '80s, she was very much, you know, she was mostly big in the '90s. I also actually really love like 2000s X-Men. Power Rangers. I did watch Power Rangers back when it started. The first season, maybe the second. I don't remember if I watched the second season. I know I watched the first season. Loved the first season. But yeah, funnily enough, my favorite X-Men period might actually be the 2000s prior to Decimation, prior to mutants being depowered. Starting with Morrison and other writers sort of picking up what Morrison was doing. But yeah, I mean, I don't like '80s music. Centurions, no. Do not like '80s fashion. Don't particularly like '80s cartoons. Green guy with the mustache. Very few '80s movies that I enjoy. So I may have been born in 1985, but I don't like the '80s. So you also got to read the comics. That X-Men reruns for the X-Men Evolution series. I never did. I never actually watched Evolution. Funnily enough, I grew up on X-Men the animated series in the '90s. Like that was a big show for me in the '90s back when I was a kid. I never actually watched Evolution. Never got around to it. You look at the '70s, '80s, and '90s. I love the future. Watch Evolution. Yeah, I would, except fuck Disney. Like, it's just I have no interest in supporting Disney, and with Evolution, with Marvel now being owned by Disney, we didn't know Disney was. Well, Evolution wasn't a Disney product. I don't think. I think it would have been Fox probably. Evolution may have. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Evolution would have been a Fox product, Fox show back in the day. Um, Not that Fox didn't have its own problems, but unity and morals, indeed. Pay you to watch it. Again, I don't like it's. I don't want to support anything owned by Disney. Exactly. Yeah. Though weirdly, if I'm not mistaken, Yeah, I don't know. They did. I wanted to check if Disney has sort of been caving into Trump. Looks like they kind of have. Hey, Issa. Look at the interviews with Runberry. Okay. Was he? I don't know that he was, pedophile. That I hadn't heard about. He was. He was not necessarily a good man. He could definitely be an asshole at times. Little girls are delicious. He's talking about his own daughters and seeing their penis. Eesh. That's creepy. That's creepy and gross. Wish list. I have a wish list on Barnes and Noble MG. No Amazon wish list. It's on Barnes and Noble. Only way to view it is to have a Barnes and Noble account of your own. And apparently, even that way, the shit wouldn't actually get sent to me. So you might well give up your Disney anchor and watch X-Men Revolution. Nah. No game, Canadian Game Store. Indeed. Which is extra great because buy Canadian. Woo! But I'm making my way through other shows right now. Like I'm making my way through Sailor Moon. I'm almost done my rewatch of Sailor Moon, but then I have to move on to Sailor Moon Crystal, and after that, I'm probably gonna rewatch My Little Pony. So that one was great. I don't know how I feel about Crystal. My understanding is that Crystal was meant to be closer to the manga, and I have been reading through the manga and quite enjoying it. I watch YouTube stuff, no shows, no movies. Fair. Make a Patreon so we can watch MLP with you. The issue I have, Uncle Buck, like I did consider I did consider options for like, how can I do like, commentaries on the shows, but I don't really want to. Like, I want to just watch the shows. I don't want to like be talking while I'm watching them because like when you're doing like reactions to movies, TV shows, whatever, the point of a reaction is to be reacting, to give your thoughts as you watch it. And I don't want to do that. I want to just watch, like that's like, I want to just like, especially for a comfort show like My Little Pony. Could it not be comfy to watch with me and Fanny and Buttercup? Yeah, I mean, especially a comfort show like My Little Pony. I don't even want to think while I'm watching it. I just want to put it on, put on the show, turn off my brain, and that's that. Go live and not get copyright struck. Nah, I mean, like, I'm pretty sure if I were to do, yeah, like doing like live reactions to a TV show, it'd get it copyright. There are people who do reactions to, I was trying to say, he hates saying friends. Like, there are people who do reactions to TV shows, but it's like clips, basically. It's like for YouTube, like you'll see people. "Hey, I'm gonna watch this TV show. I'm gonna watch this TV show," and but like it's sort of edited down, so they're not showing the full episode. You're getting maybe half of the episode at best, at most, with everything being with a lot being cut out. Discord, obviously, like Discord, you can do whatever you want. But again, I just want to watch the show. I don't want to. I don't want to talk while I'm watching. Anyway, I've still got 18 more episodes of Sailor Moon. And then, how long is Sailor Moon Crystal? They only do 3 seasons? Plus the movies? Huh. So 14 plus 12, 26, 39. plus two two-part films. So let me think. 39. That's that 20. 39. So, little over a month. Little over a month, I think, to completely finish all the Sailor Moon. Is your math mathing? It's not what I'm great at. Because I watch 2 episodes a day. Or a night. I watch 2 episodes a night before bed. You know, like an hour or 2 before I around like 6 o'clock or so. I watch 2 episodes. So 9 more days to finish the original series. And then 7 days for season 1 of Crystal, 6 days for season 2, 6 days for season 3. Then you have Sailor Dreams. And then there's 2 movies, each of which is 2 parts. So that's 4 more days. Hey, Atman. Month to finish off Sailor Moon. Month or so. And I'll be done with Sailor Moon, and then I'll move on to Friendship is Magic. And that'll take a while. Because that's 200 episodes, 221 episodes. I suppose it works out to about 110 days. So not that long, actually. No, except there's also the there's the there's movie, there's the Equestria Girls movies, there's cartoon, like there's sort of specials that aren't part of the main series. Even so, finishing Friendship Magic should really take less than It shouldn't really take more than 6 months. Anyway, I'm going to get going. That'll do for tonight. So thanks for Kerman. And good night, everybody.